Are we live? Or is it Memorex? I don't wear tidy whities. Sweet sister Jane, how are you, my little space cadets, tonight? Welcome to Skid Marks. My little skid marks. Don't choke. Marvin's over there hacking on his water. Don't choke, buddy. We don't know doggy CPR. So how are you doing, Jane? It is 8:40 p.m. here in the East Coast. Not really. Harvey is actually really good. I'm looking forward to another big bowl of that tonight. He's fine. He gets a little enthusiastic with his food, so. Don't you? Wagging that tail? You want to go outside? You want to go outside? What do you want to do? You tell me. No more treats. You're not going to sit here and eat a whole bag of treats. Yeah, I got up kind of late tonight. I didn't get up to about 7:30, so had a disaster going on in my kitchen somewhat. I had the dishes done last night, but I wiped everything down again after I did the transfer of the chili. I'm going to freeze some and keep some in the fridge, so fed Marvin. There she is. I see you. Yeah.
Hey.
I think she's Gene Simmons with that tongue.
Yeah, I don't have his. His was long.
Yeah, it is. And he keeps, you know how he keeps it red? He says, I saw him in an interview, he has those little cherry suckers he puts in his mouth. They keep his tongue red.
Really?
Little FYI there, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's a tidbit I didn't know.
Yep. Yeah, they're all done now. They finished their farewell tour, and that's it. I guess they're gonna have an Avatar type show now. I don't know what that's gonna be like, but
What's that?
Avatars. It's like all computer graphics, you know.
Oh.
Instead of them going on stage and having, like a live show. which wasn't really live this last tour anyway. It was all pre-recorded shit and pre-recorded vocals and stuff. That's not real. But
Gotcha. What's up?
well, nothing. Thought I'd go live, see who wants to show up.
What'd you pick skid marks for?
I don't know. I couldn't think of something. I couldn't think of anything, but I thought I'd keep the shit show for another night. I don't know.
Oh, keep the theme rolling, huh?
Oh yeah.
Gonna
skid
work
mark.
with the butt stuff every night, right?
Yeah, I guess. I was behind this
I
one
think
guy.
so.
I was behind this one guy in the grocery store one time, right? I don't know. I don't think he was all together there, but he had these white shorts on, okay? And I don't think he had any underwear on. And you could see the shit stains right through the shorts.
Ew.
I had to look away. I'm like, no, please.
That's
please,
nasty.
please unsee that. I don't want to see that. Yep.
Ew. And you were
Yeah.
behind him.
Right behind him.
Like close?
Oh, not too close, but I backed off a little bit after I saw that.
Yeah, you don't want to smell it.
Smell it. I don't want to see it. I don't even want to know about it.
You should have said, hey, excuse me, you have something on your pants.
Turn them around next time.
You have a little something on your pants there.
Oh, gross. You know, people like that, it's like, please, come on. You don't know that's there, really?
Right?
Like I said, I don't think he probably didn't even notice it, but God bless him.
It's happened. I think I'd probably leave the store though. Was he buying pants?
No, he's buying groceries, and I did see his
Ew.
cart. He had like lobsters and like steaks and Mountain Dew, and he was spending some money.
Can you imagine?
Maybe you ought to get some of that. What's that shit in a bottle? You spray it on your stains. Like, shout. You got to shout it out.
You can't shout that out. That's nasty. You better buy some Depends.
Something.
Oh,
gross.
diapers.
So where the hell is everybody here?
I don't know. Maybe.
It's kind of early, this is early for me.
Oh, that's super early. It's not even 9 o'clock.
I got to Becca's stream and it was already over, and I looked at the my notifications and it said she went live. I was like, 10 minutes ago. Okay. So I clicked on it and it was already done. I don't know what the hell happened, but.
Oh, somebody's here.
Tay.
Hi, Tay. What's up?
What you got to say, Tay?
Come up, Tay.
The link is right at the top, Tay, if you're interested. I'm like
click the link.
For some reason. Maybe my sugar's low or something.
Maybe.
I wish I had some cookies or something to munch on.
See, you need to go to the grocery store and put that stuff in your cupboards for when you want it.
I usually have a little box of those oatmeal rounds. I like having one of those.
All the little Debbie's.
I got like plenty of food. I just don't have any like junk food to eat, like, in a hurry or something. It's just to raise my sugar a little bit. But
those little Debbie's are my favorite, the oatmeal cream pies.
Oh God, I love those. Yep. Those and the chocolate ones with the peanut butter in them, or those funny bones. They're crazy.
Oh, the nutty bars. Nutty bars.
Those are good too, but these are more like they're like those Swiss chocolate rolls, but instead of the white cream, they have there's Tay. They have peanut butter in them.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Tay.
I'm sorry I came in so late. I just got in the house a few minutes ago.
We only
Oh,
been on for a few minutes.
half an hour ago. I was watching a movie when I left Becca's Love. I didn't want to stay in the love because I wanted to watch a movie. And I'm like, girl, you're not talking about nothing right now.
No.
You're all right. He's kind of early.
Yeah, I did realize that Spaceman was kind of early. I looked at my phone. And I saw something that said skid marks. I'm like, what in the world is this?
It's like when you let the clutch go on your car in first gear and you got the gas all the way down. You get the skid marks on the road, you know.
Sure.
But Jane's mind
Mm.
goes right to shit. So,
That's what you meant. You meant dirty underwear.
oh my god,
I know what you meant.
my
That's
dad used to get pissed off. I make skid marks in the road. He's like, the fucking tires aren't cheap. You're gonna burn them out and blah blah blah, and he give me hell. But
I still say that when I see people doing that. I'm like, yeah, it's your tires, you idiot.
they're not cheap.
Right.
I was watching The Platform 2. I saw the first Platform movie. It's called The Platform. It's on Netflix.
Never heard of that.
It's this
Me either.
thriller movie. It's this thriller movie about these people on certain levels. And I forgot about the first one because I haven't seen the first one in months. It's about these people. They're on certain levels, and they have full control. Um, like
I
they
did
ask
see
what certain.
that.
Yeah, the first one, the platform where they have the this big platform of food and it comes down to certain levels.
Yeah.
The first movie was good. I was watching the second one till I turned it up to come say hi. I'm not sure how I feel about the second one. It's a bit weird, but I'm sticking with it.
Oh, the first one was weird too. I didn't make it through the whole thing.
What channel? What are you watching that on, Tay? Is that on YouTube?
No, it's on Netflix.
I don't have Netflix.
You can always look on Tubi for some movies. Tubi got some good movies every now and then.
Yeah.
Tubi is, oh my gosh, you gotta look real hard for movies on Tubi. I was flipping through Tubi and I saw this apocalyptic movie. I love apocalyptic movies. I'm looking at it, it looked good for a second, but then I saw the trailer. It looked like somebody had used their iPhone to record a movie. It looked so bad.
A
The
B
zombies
movie.
were people. Yes, the zombies were people with face paint on their face, fake biting people. I'm like, what in the world is this? I'm like, who is writing this stuff?
I mean, cell phones have pretty good cameras in them. I mean, for what they
Some
are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
some
amazing how good they look. But I mean,
some cell
most
phones
movies
have
are
good.
most movies are filmed on like 70 millimeter, film.
That may be true, but the script is poor. It's very, very poor. I can't stand a movie with a bad writing. I just can't get with no movie like that. Like I saw this
Yeah.
one movie in theaters with my mother a long time ago called
You know that Marvin
the
House.
La- the Lazarus Effect. I didn't like that movie.
I think I saw part of that.
It was an okay movie, but I didn't like it. We went to go
Yeah.
see the movie. We went to go see the movie Mama a long time ago. That ghost movie. My mother cried when she was watching it, so that threw the
Mama.
entire movie off.
I saw that.
I thought it was a good movie. I really want to see a part two to it.
I was surfing Netflix today this morning because I was bored and I didn't see anything good.
You ever watch Trailer Park Boys?
No, I saw that I saw 2 episodes of that.
That
Not your
sounds
thing.
familiar.
I thought it was funny, but
I'm really picky when it comes to movies. I watch a lot of cartoon movies, horror movies, comedy movies. That's really the only theme that I stay in, and it's so hard to find good ones. I just be sitting there bored watching the movie or I will fall asleep.
Yeah.
Back in the day, there was this guy, I can't remember his name, but he used to like watch Netflix all day long, like movie after movie after movie. He'd watch like 4 or 5 movies a day. Then come on at night and give like the description of each and every one. He was disabled. He lives in Canada, and he's pretty interesting. He was like a good critic for the movies, and I used
Mm.
to like watching that, but I don't know if he's even on anymore. That was good, like because I had Netflix at the time, and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds interesting, and I need to watch it. But now I just got cable, and I kind of wish I had Netflix. Maybe I'll get it for the holidays or something. But
I wouldn't say Netflix is necessarily a must because I don't. Netflix has gone through so many different updates. It's hard for me to really focus on what's going on. They add in video games to Netflix. They got advertisements on Netflix. Then they got stupid stuff on Netflix. They put good stuff on Netflix, keep it on there for like 3 to 2 weeks, then take it off and add something stupid. That's why I don't never go on there.
Yeah, they hardly ever have anything new and good anymore. I can never find anything.
We don't have cable over here. I mostly be on YouTube. Like I have my highest amount of hours on YouTube was 7 hours because I be on YouTube all the time.
Yeah,
I
we don't
find.
have cable.
Go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm just saying we don't have cable either.
I see some good movies on YouTube. The free ones, and every once in a while I'll
Yeah.
rent one. They're only like $3.99, $5.99 depending, But I'll do that every once in a while. But there's usually enough free stuff on there. I mean, I spend enough time just watching regular, creators. I don't have time for movies.
Yeah,
I,
you can
I
go down a rabbit hole for sure.
I'll rarely watch movies. I usually watch them by myself. I find some enjoyment with that. The last movie I watched that I really enjoyed was The Birds. I thought it was a good movie.
The
Oh, the
Bird.
original, the Alfred Hitchcock one?
Oh,
Yeah, the original one, the one in color.
Yeah, I saw that's on there. I saw that today.
I thought he
My
said
mother,
the Burbs. Remember that
the
movie with Tom Hanks?
The Burbs? Yeah.
My mother is terrified of birds. She saw me watching and she got mad at me. I'm like, Mom, you want to come watch this movie with me? She has a big phobia of birds. I guess because she's seen that movie when she was a little girl, she's terrified of them now. The Birds wasn't a bad movie. It pissed me off a
Uh-uh.
little bit because that lady, first of all, she was working at the bird shop. Good, you got a job. Good for you. You pretty. Good for you. And then the guy came in. He wanted a certain bird. She was playing all pretty and hard to get, not trying to give him the bird. I'm like, girl, if you don't just give him the bird. So she waited till he left. She got into her car with the bird that he wanted and drove all the way down to his area with the bird. And then when she had came all the way down there with the bird, a whole bunch of mayhem started happening. I thought it was her fault.
I barely remember that, but it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it
I
was a
watched it
wonderful
a long
movie.
time ago.
Oh, the school scene when all those birds was attacking all those children, that was terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Now I did chuckle, but it was terrifying.
Hey, you laughed at kids being killed by birds?
Because it was so random.
Random. That sounds like a targeted attack by fowl.
Oh my gosh.
That's not
Foul.
random. That's
It
evil.
was it was very random. It was also very sad though.
Yeah, why are you laughing?
Because it was so out the blue. Like all like they all in the school singing, enjoying themselves. Then they gotta sneak out the school because there's a whole bunch of birds outside. And next thing you know, the birds attacking them. Like what?
Kumbaya. Birds.
Surprise.
Alfred Hitchcock. Welcome.
What was that one movie back in the 80s? It was like based off of a comic book. It was like 5 little movies all in one.
Oh,
And
shoot.
I know it's like I can see the picture of the movie, the video box, that the movie came in, and it was like a comic book, but it was like filmed in real life. And one of the stories,
Yeah.
that janitor finds the box underneath the stairs, and there's like an animal, a monster or something in it, and he's trying to get it open. Then the thing comes out and it like raises hell, and everybody's like, it's like a bloodbath.
I don't remember what that was. I'm not real huge on horror. I like my thrillers and I like my action movies. I like dramas and then probably comedy.
I like the horrors from the old days where they weren't like so like just like disgusting, you know what I mean? And like like a mind fuck. I can't stand that, and it's something you think
Yeah.
about it ever. It's like not into that. I'm not into torture and that kind of shit. The last one I saw was called Hostel. It was a Quentin
Oh my
Tarantino.
gosh.
That
Those are
good
awful.
movie?
was like I
It was
watched the whole
recommended for
thing.
me.
It's like I couldn't get my eyes off it. And I'm like, you shouldn't be watching this. This is disgusting.
Those are awful movies.
Oh my
The
god!
last,
They tied that one lady to the chair, or chained her to the chair, and they went to work on her eye with a blowtorch.
oh my gosh.
Oh my god! I was like, oh my god!
The last gruesome movie I've ever seen was Terrifier. Yeah, Terrifier, Art the Clown, the black and white clown. I can't say it was a good movie, but it really was a good movie. I saw the first one, the remake of the first one, then I saw the second one, and I think it's a third one coming out. I low key want to watch it.
I never saw that.
It's this movie about this, I guess you can say this demonic clown. I don't know if it's demonic or not, but it's this wicked clown, going around terrorizing people. It's very, very, very graphic.
Ew.
That's why I reluctantly watched the second one.
Why do they have to make clowns creepy? When did they go from being like fun, happy things to being crazy?
I always found them funny.
Anybody
Yeah, I
ever
used to
saw
collect
It?
them.
Was it a good movie?
Yeah, I saw
Oh my
it and then the
god.
second one too.
My
Nice.
mother is terrified of it. Every time she come across it on Netflix, she get mad.
She gets mad.
I,
I
I,
didn't love them. I thought they were kind of stupid, but
yeah, I found it to be very boring. It wasn't scary.
Stephen King
yeah.
movies are good. I liked Carrie, and I liked Christine. Those were good
Oh, I
ones.
felt so bad for Carrie. I really had liked Carrie, but I felt so bad for her.
And the new
At the
one,
Yeah.
end,
the new Carrie is really good too. I watched that on YouTube. That was a
oh
good
yeah,
one.
the remake was really good as well. When she had got her revenge at the end and she
Yeah,
started
yeah.
destroying
Oh
the
my God,
school,
yeah.
I
And
was so happy. I'm
way,
like, yo, keep
way
going.
more graphic too.
What about Firestarter? That was a great one.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never
That was
seen that
good.
one. Cujo was a really good movie.
I like
So,
Cujo a lot.
was it called Silver Bullet?
That was a Dracula one,
No,
wasn't
it was
it?
about the girl in the wheelchair. It was a Stephen King movie.
You sure? I thought that had Dracula in it.
Maybe it did. It's been a long time.
I could be wrong though.
Can't remember. Cujo was good though.
Yes.
Cujo was really good. I want to rewatch it, but I know I'm gonna get irritated because, first of all, Spaceman, you know I love dogs. I'm a big animal lover. I love dogs. Seeing the dog all tortured gonna piss me off. The
Yeah.
mother stuck in the car with the little boy who won't stop screaming. That's gonna piss me off. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
I got upset because the little boy was almost dying. I was like, no, no.
It left. I think the movie left on a cliffhanger. I think there's a Cujo book, but I never read it. I know the movie left on a cliffhanger.
No, there's an ending to that.
It is. Whatever happened to Cujo? He got put down?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Now I don't want to watch it.
Well,
I
I
like
just told you the ending.
the first
It's
Matrix.
cool.
I thought was good. I like that one.
I still have to watch The Matrix. I haven't seen it. Someone loaned me the DVDs years ago, and I never watched them.
Oh, it's a great flick. It really is.
Years ago, my mother and me, back when her and I was getting along, we used to watch The Walking Dead a lot. Jane, I think you was telling me you liked The Walking Dead. Now, I
Oh
like The
yeah, I was a
Walking
huge,
Dead.
huge fan.
I like seasons 1 through 4, I believe. After the whole governor arc, I stopped watching it because it was introducing new characters who didn't make sense. They started killing off the original characters. That made me cry. The storylining didn't make sense. Everything just went downhill.
That's
That's
it.
how I feel about it.
I just found a movie you guys got to watch. It's
What is
called
it?
it's called A Scanner Darkly. Okay, and it's an animated movie. It's not really animated, but they make it so like it looks like kind of a like a not a cartoon, but it's just got that cartoonish look to it.
Mm,
It's got Keanu Reeves in it, Robert Downey Jr. and somebody else. You guys got to watch that. That is a great movie.
I have to
I'm
check it
serious.
out.
It's not like sick or anything. It's just like it's fucking weird. It's just you got to see it. I mean, I highly recommend that. Somebody let me borrow the DVD at work, and they're like, "You got to watch this. It's going to be right up your alley." And I sat and I watched it. I was like, "Oh my god, this is great!" It was just like I watched it twice. You got to watch it twice because you miss stuff in the beginning the first time. But
Oh, when you watch it twice, you know it's a good movie.
A Scanner Darkly. Let me
Mm.
see if I can.
Mhm.
Jane, who was your favorite Walking Dead character?
Woody
What
Harrelson's in it
characters?
too. Winona Ryder, George Clooney.
Wow, had a good
I'll tell you.
cast.
I'll tell you what it's about right here. It says, in the near future, America virtually loses the war on drugs. Robert Archer, a narcotics cop in Orange County, California, becomes an addict when he goes undercover. He is wooing Donna, a dealer, to ferret out her supplier. At the same time, he receives orders to spy on his housemates, one of whom is suspected of being Donna's biggest customer. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yep. Seriously, that's a good
Mm.
one. Yep. Oh, it's awesome. It really
It
is.
sounds alright. I have to check it out. Jane, who was your favorite Walking Dead characters?
Probably Carl and is it Judith?
Yeah, Judith. That
Who's the
was
girl?
Lori's daughter. Was it
Yeah,
Judith
yeah.
or yeah? Carl was my favorite character. I thought he was amazing, especially when he started growing up. I was so sad when Carl
Yeah,
had
he's
died.
awesome.
Mm,
Can you guys see
But
this?
Judith, like later on, Tay, you quit watching it, Tay. But Judith later on, she's a badass. She's awesome. I
oh,
can't see
really?
that because it's small.
I'm looking.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Okay.
Oddly, my favorite character was Shane. I won't even lie. I did like Shane.
Oh, I
I
couldn't
didn't.
stand him.
I didn't like what Shane and Lori did to Rick, but there was a part of Shane that I really did like. I didn't like how they started killing off the main characters. Why did they do that?
I don't know. I like Carol a lot. I love Carol.
Oh, Carol was really good. I thought Carol was a lesbian when I first seen her.
If my wife
I
was
don't
here,
know.
she would talk the shit out of you guys about this. She was like obsessed with Walking Dead, and she loved it. She would watch them over and over and over. She loved. I watched the very first one, maybe the second one, and I kind of thought it was cool, but it's like I was working a lot back then, and I
Mm.
just like when I came home from work, I really didn't want to sit there and watch The Walking Dead. If she was watching it, I would watch it with her, and I would get interested into it. But I just, it's hard for me to really indulge in anything. It's like to binge on something. But man, she loved that Walking Dead. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I remember I downloaded the entire seasons, like all the seasons, and put them on her tablet. She would sit there and
Oh,
watch those at work and, on her breaks.
That's
And
a show you couldn't miss episodes of that because like one episode missed you were lost. Like you just couldn't. You had to follow every episode.
it's coming back to me now. Remember they came into that one, like, what was it, like a compound or something? And they all ended up going, like, getting stuck into it, like a back of a 18-wheeler truck, like, and they're going to kill them one by one. I don't know. I think they were eating them or something. You guys remember that? That was one, like, I think that was like around when I stopped watching it. The bad guy there.
Oh, in the very
I
I don't
think
know.
I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it in so long
in the
because
very beginning.
I stopped watching it. It
Yeah.
just fell off and I
Yeah.
got irritated.
It was
Like,
so
I
cool.
watched
Like,
them all, but like, I forget after a while because I watched every single episode. So it's like, I don't know. I don't remember the very beginning, just there's so much. There's a lot.
one thing
There's a
the
lot of
one thing I
seasons
really
of that.
remember about the first one is where they fired up that Dodge Charger. Remember the red Charger that like the Asian guy got it running, and they brought it up to the campsite in
Glenn.
the mountains. And they were like
Glenn
stripping it
awesome.
down for parts. I'm like, no, don't do that. That's a nice car.
Yeah.
When they killed off Glenn, that was it for me. There was no more Walking Dead for me because there wasn't no point in doing that.
Which guy was
Yeah, their
Glenn?
ratings went way down. He was the
Glenn was
Chinese guy or the Korean or whatever.
Oh yeah, okay, yep. He was
Glenn
cool.
he was awesome. There was nothing I hated about him. I really liked him.
Yeah. Yeah, people went up in arms and they never came back from that. Like the show never came back. It was like people were so mad.
Who was the guy with
Even
the
the
beard? He was kind of like the badass,
Rick.
Always they had like the bow and arrow.
Oh, Daryl.
Daryl. Yeah.
Was that Daryl? Okay. He had black hair and like
And
a
he had
beard.
the motorcycle.
Looked like a rock star kind of.
Yeah. Daryl.
I thought it was sad when Daryl's brother had turned to a zombie. I thought that was very, very sad. I won't even
Yeah,
lie.
I didn't like him, but yeah.
I didn't like him either, but he was cool, but it was very sad.
Yeah, I love
Even
Daryl.
the way
Daryl and Carol. I wanted Daryl and Carol to get together like the whole 10 seasons or whatever. I was like, come on, please get together. But
I thought they was gonna get together as well. Did they ever get together?
not like romantically, no.
I didn't like Andrea. I was happy when Andrea died because I thought Andrea was she yapped too much. She talked too much. I
The end
feel
of the
like she was
world.
no, at the end of the world, there's still a time to be quiet. And she didn't
Oh
do
yeah.
that. She was
Yeah,
still
I get that.
talking.
I
She
get
still
that.
had stuff to say.
That'd be something like if I bought the DVD box set of everything, that's something I would binge on. I'd sit there and just, watch them one by one right from the beginning, right to the end. That's something I would probably dig,
Yeah, I've
I
been wanting to do
wouldn't
that with like Sons of Anarchy. I love Sons of Anarchy and Shameless. Shameless is like maybe one of my favorite shows. I just love
My
that.
mother used to let me watch Shameless years ago. I don't have a problem with Shameless, but I have some problems with Shameless as well. Shameless is a bit much for me sometimes.
It's ignorant. It's very ignorant, but it's done so well. It's a really well done show. Like you have to appreciate the cinema. It's funny. It's super ignorant, super perverted, but like I don't know. I like everything about it. Great acting. Spaceman, I can't believe you have not seen a Shameless episode. It's
I'll have to
great.
look. I'll have to check it out.
Who was your
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
character?
How
Jay,
about
who was your
Orange
My
favorite
favorite.
is
character?
the New Black? Is that any good?
Yeah, I saw all
Orange.
Orange is the New Black. That was very well done too.
I was supposed to watch it, but I got distracted. I was watching 20 Days. I think it's called 20 Days In. I got
You know,
Oh
distracted with Orange is
no.
the New Black.
you know who watches a lot of Netflix like series type things? As Hungry Fat Chick. You know, and she's always talking about all those shows. I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but I mean, it sounds like she's really into that, watching series, is right through and binging on them and stuff.
Did
Binging
you
on.
see Breaking Bad? Did you ever watch Breaking Bad?
I've heard of
You,
it.
you, you
I doubt.
know, if you did, he was like, he became like, he cooked meth. He became a meth cooker and stuff. Like
Oh my gosh.
Walter
I remember
White.
when
Such a
Breaking
good
Bad used to
show.
come on. It used to come on after Talking Dead, after The Walking Dead would go off. I would turn the TV off. I didn't like that show.
Oh, really? It
I
was
thought,
really
I
good. The storyline
thought
was
that
great.
maybe I can watch it nowadays because I would understand it better. But years ago, I couldn't understand it.
If you want to see a
Shameless.
good, if you want to see a good meth movie, watch Spun. It's got Mickey Rourke in it, and it's just John Leguizamo, all good actors in it, and it's a trip. You got to see that. That's a great movie too. Really gives you insight of how these people are and stuff. And Mickey
Mm.
Rourke is the cook. That's his name, the cook, and he makes the meth in it like a little like motel, like run down shithole motel. It's something else. You got to see it.
Yeah, then you'd like Breaking Bad a lot if you like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it just, and it's funny. They're funny. They're serious shows, but they have that humor that just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like that's how Shameless was. And Mike started watching Shameless and he was a couple episodes in. He's like, you got to come watch this. And I remember like hearing it on TV from the other, and I'm like, what the heck are you watching? Because it was so foul and filthy. And I was like, what are you watching? He's like, you got to watch this. And then I got hooked. I watched one episode and I was like, wow, that's awesome. I'm like, I got to know more. Like, I got to know what happens. So I was hooked and we just like binged it on the weekends. And then I was so sad when that show was over. I was like, no,
You watched
now
all of
what?
Shameless?
I watched all, yeah, well, not in one time. I mean, it took us a while, but yeah,
You
we
want to know
loved
who I didn't
Shameless.
like? I didn't like Debbie. I did not like Debbie. She was the worst character I've ever seen on any show that I've ever watched.
Well,
I
she
mean, I
was
can
a
see why.
bad character. Like she was not a good person, but like they all were great actors and actresses. It was just
Oh yeah,
amazing.
she played that character very well, but Debbie was
Yeah,
awful. I wanted to
You
I
slap
look at
her.
all that.
guys know your shit too, man. That's cool. I gotta start watching this stuff. What
I'm
was that
Oh,
thinking
one
then
show? There was that one show with the two guys, and they like investigated like weird stuff, like paranormal type stuff. It was a TV show, and I was getting into that, and somehow got out of it. But they're like two young guys, and
oh, it's Supernatural
that's
or
probably it.
no?
Yeah, sounds like
Maybe
that.
not.
it
I don't know.
sounds familiar.
I tried to start watching that, but like it wasn't for me. I was like,
They
no,
always
no.
drove. They always drove some old black car, like a hot rod, kind of, like a '60s style, I don't know, like
That
a
might have been it. It
or a
might have been
Dodge.
that, but I'm into like that shocking. I like those shows that are real shocking, but they got some kind of weird twisted humor, and then the acting is like really intense and good. And I don't know. I just really like all that. Which you
Yeah.
wouldn't think I would, right? You wouldn't think I would like that, but I love that. Like Orange is the New Black, it's so not me because it's like women's prison and all. It was such a good show. Well done.
Have y'all ever seen the movie Run? With Sarah Paulson in it.
Run.
Yeah, Run,
Right.
RUN. It's the movie about this woman. She has a so-called daughter who's in a wheelchair, but instead of her taking care of the daughter, trying to help the daughter out the wheelchair, she's hiding secrets. So the daughter, she's in the wheelchair, she's doing everything she can to figure out all these secrets. Come to find out she actually isn't the woman's daughter, that the woman actually has stole her from a hospital and lied and said that it was her daughter. It was a really good movie.
Run.
She's a good actress.
Oh, Sarah Paulson is a wonderful actress.
Yeah, she's great. She's great in everything.
It had me
That's
leaning on my chair to know what was gonna happen. It
because
had a
I
weird
watched.
ending to it.
She was from American Horror Story, and I watched like almost all of those. I was really hooked on those.
I like that. I like American Horror Story too.
American Horror Story. The only one I like is wait, what's that one called? The circus one. The circus one.
Yeah, it was freaky, wasn't it? That one was freaky.
I forgot what it was called. It was the circus one.
I don't remember. I liked Coven, believe it or not. I thought Coven was pretty good, but then wasn't that after Coven?
Coven was okay. I forgot. I like Coven and the Ghost House one.
Yeah, that one was freaky. The very first one was like, what the heck is going on? I couldn't figure that out. I was like, what? What kind of show is this? And then they just got like freakier and freakier. And after a while, I lost interest because I was like, what now? But then Lady Gaga got in them, and I was like, oh, I was a big Lady Gaga fan, so I had to watch them. And then it's like, wow, you don't know what you're going to get when you turned on American Horror Story. I was like, okay, I'll watch
I
it just
don't
because, you know.
I don't like when I find a show that's good at the beginning of it, and I start getting attached to the show. Like I really like this show, it's my new obsession. I get upset when the show ends up falling apart. That's when
Yeah.
I get very upset. Like I was very hurt about The Walking Dead. Like I truly stopped watching it. I
Yeah,
almost cried.
my daughter did that too because she was like had the she like had a big crush on um, Carl, and she was like, no, she was like in tears and stuff. I was like, Emily, it's okay. And she's like, no,
No,
no.
it's not. No, it's not okay. They killed off Carl. Then they gave Carl the worst death scene ever. He writing letters to everybody, all cringy like. Trying to figure out
Yeah,
how he got. I'm trying to figure out how he got bit.
on his
It
hand, wasn't it?
was on his stomach.
Oh, I thought it was his hand.
And then Rick surviving every terrible thing that's happening to him. I just couldn't with the show. And
Yeah,
then
they
him and
have to have
Michonne,
that shock factor.
and then him and Michonne started dating out the blue. I'm like, what in the world is going on?
They do that on purpose, Tay. I don't know. It can't be all sunshine and roses when you're dealing with the apocalypse.
I love that. That's a good expression.
And that's where
It
my
sounds like a
obsession.
bumper sticker.
It's
That's
a
where my obsession
Jainism.
with. That's where my obsession with zombie apocalypse stuff came from. After I saw The Walking Dead, I wanted more, so I started looking for different zombie stuff to watch. It's this show on Netflix called Black Summer. Apparently, it's a zombie apocalypse show. I might check it out, but it looked boring.
Yeah, normally don't watch any kind of that stuff. I wasn't interested. All my friends were watching that for a couple years before I did, and then I'm like, okay, one day I think I was bored, and I'm like, okay, I'll see what the big hype is on this stupid show because I'm not gonna like it. And I was like hooked instantly. I'm like, hey. So I started watching it, and then I never missed an episode. My daughter hated it. She was like, I'm like, Emily, you got to come see this. Mom, that's stupid. That's the stupidest thing I ever saw. And then, like, the next year, she was completely hooked. Like, she was worse than me. I had to buy her. I had to buy her all the graphic novels of it, and she was like totally in love with Carl. And I had to buy like posters of Carl and
Oh,
T-shirts and all.
Mm.
you know what? I bought
Wow.
my wife for Christmas one year. I bought a whole case of these Bic lighters, and every single one of them was a different Walking Dead character on them. Oh
Oh
my god,
wow,
she went crazy. She's like, "No way!" Yeah,
wow.
it was so cool.
Yeah,
They
we
were nice.
bought.
I wish I kept some of them, but
My mother has a Walking Dead blanket downstairs. It's a blanket of Rick at the prison with his gun in his hand. She's had it for a long time. Yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
it's a
my
what is
good
mother was.
that
show.
movie? Go ahead.
Yeah,
I got my
she
next
was
turn. My next turn's coming up.
she was deep into Walking to the Walking Dead.
Ever see that movie Fight Club?
I think I've seen it.
Got Brad Pitt and Edward Norton in it. Oh my
Long
god,
time ago. Yeah,
Meatloaf's in it. Um, God, that was a strange movie. I love it. Yeah, I have
Meatloaf.
like this. I have this like collector's edition thing my wife bought me. It comes with two DVDs. One of them's the movie with like all the trailers and everything, and the second one is the movie, but the producer or whoever made the movies talking through the whole thing, and that was like so interesting.
When I was a few years ago, when my dad left, my mother's boyfriend called me into my mother's room to watch something. He called me in there to watch Harry Potter,
It wasn't
and
porn,
since
was
and since I've seen the Harry Potter movie with him, I've grown to be completely obsessed with Harry Potter. I think the obsession is becoming a bit unhealthy.
getting cold.
Why? Harry Potter's great. I, I thought I would never like that, but once I gave it a chance, I thought they were great movies.
I never knew that Harry Potter existed, but once he showed it to me, I really like Harry Potter, but I like the books better than the movies.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can't
Like
read much anymore. They give me headaches.
a friend of mine took me to Barnes and Nobles with him. He went up to go look for a movie that he wanted in a coloring book, I believe. And we was there for about 1 hour to 2 hours or even 3 hours. I spent the entire time in the Harry Potter section. I was looking for it. I was like, where's the Harry Potter section at? And I finally found it. He left me right there because he got sick of it. He came back in here and said, "You still right here?" I'm like, "Yes, I am still right here." I
He's
love Harry
hanging out
Potter.
in a Harry Potter.
I love it. I took the Harry Potter test to figure out what house I'm in. I took the Patronus test. Apparently, I'm a Slytherin.
I don't even remember what I was. I took it once, but I couldn't remember.
I got Slytherin. My favorite characters, I love Draco Malfoy. I like Voldemort. I like Bellatrix. I like Snape. I love Harry Potter. I
I,
even bought the
I couldn't tell you
Hog-
one thing about Harry Potter. I have absolutely no idea what it's about.
Really?
Nothing.
It's really cool.
That and Lord of the Rings. I know absolutely nothing about it.
I like Harry Potter so much. I would even go outside and look for sticks. I think I told Jane that I'm into wood carving. Yeah, I told you I'm into wood carving. I would even carve my own wands. Like I'm the real Ollivander. Like I like creating a whole bunch of Harry Potter themed stuff. I don't have no Harry Potter merch and like no clothes or nothing. I just like to create little things.
Yeah. Mike and I carved wood. We made little bears and we've done figures.
I like
Bought the
wood
wood
carving.
carving kit and the
It's
basswood
something
and all that.
majestic about it.
Yeah, it's very relaxing. Like I'm like, yeah, we got to sit on the back porch and learn to do that. We always wanted to do that, so we did one summer. We haven't done it for like since we moved in here, so it's been like 5 years since we did it. But all the stuff's here
Yeah.
under our bed.
And I need more tools. I don't have a lot of tools when it comes to wood carving, but I like to go outside and look for it. Can't be any stick. It has to be a certain stick because there's so many sticks out here. It needs to be thick. It needs to be not bendy. It can't be wet. It has to be tough, durable. And once I find, I would bring it back to the house. I would rinse it off to make sure there's no bugs on it. And I would just start carving.
No more.
And then
Yeah,
once I'm finished, I would just keep it in
No
my closet
more.
for a while.
Yeah,
and I
you
would
want to have
forget about
soft
it.
wood. If you're carving, you want to have really soft wood, or else it's hard as heck, and you got to have really, really sharp knives.
Yeah, definitely. But I'd be scared of softwood because I don't want the one to break. Once the one break, I'm gonna start crying.
Oh,
Like,
well, if you're
no,
doing
it
a
took me so
wand,
long to do that.
yeah, wand would be different, but we do characters, so
I'm not that talented.
you could probably do it. There's all
Yeah.
kinds of tutorials.
Oh yeah, it's a whole bunch of tutorials. I don't never watch them because I haven't done it in a while. I have one stick that it was supposed to be a project, but I gave up on the project.
I think you can learn
Yeah.
anything you want to learn nowadays because, like, when we were your age, we didn't have the internet, right? So, like, you're very fortunate. Like, your learning is like unlimited now. There's so much you can just learn. Just suck up
You can fix
everything.
anything.
Yeah,
Something's broken. There's a
Mm.
tutorial on everything on YouTube. It's ridiculous.
yeah.
Anything on the internet. Like my the my oven door came off the hinges one day. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh
And
my
I
God.
could not figure out how to get it back on. And I'm pretty good with mechanical stuff like that. But I just could not figure it out. Boom, there was a 2-minute video. I had that thing in like under 30 seconds. It was just
Yeah.
a certain way you got to do it. And I never had it happen to me before.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I changed all my springs and struts and shocks on a car. I never did that
Mm.
before. I watched a video, easy as pie. It took me a little while, but I did it. I got it done.
I like to try to do things on my own before I go to any tutorial. The only time I really use a tutorial is when I desperately need. Like one time, my phone files was really, really bad, so I spent a few minutes on YouTube trying to figure out how to fix it. I fixed it after a while, so yeah, YouTube is very helpful.
It's real
But I
good
was
for
Yeah.
actually
cell
learning things
phones
on my
too. If you
own.
got a problem with your cell phone, there's all
Mm.
kinds of tutorials for that for cell phones and computers and shit. It's
Jane, I
just
knew
out there.
I
You just got to look it up. It's there.
Jane, I knew I liked Harry Potter because reading the books, you grow attached to certain characters. Dumbledore is someone I grew very attached to. He's like that granddad that not a lot of people have. He was so wise, so smart. He was very silly as well for some reason, but I can skip over that. The
Yeah. He
scene
was
in
a
the
good
Half-Blood,
character.
the scene in the Half-Blood Prince and the movie and the books when he died, when you find yourself crying because he died, that's how you know you love Harry Potter. Just sit right there bawling your eyes out.
Yeah. That's when you know it's a good movie, when you get like totally immersed in the characters really quick. Like, I love that. I just love it.
I cried. I was so mad. I didn't know what to think. I had to rewatch the scene over and over again to make sure nobody was playing.
Well, you know what they do
Uh,
to you nowadays, though, or they used to do it a lot more. Like, then it was all a dream and they really didn't die. And I hate that. I hate when they're like, oh no, it really didn't happen. They're still alive. Like, come on.
It's like a
it,
cheap
it
way out.
it is
Yeah.
irritating when they do that.
Like, don't do this flashback thing and he was dreaming. Don't do it. Because then, like, every movie you watch, you're like, it's just going to be a dream. He didn't really die. He didn't die. He's alive. So it's like, nope.
Somebody asked me would I live in Hogwarts. I say absolutely I would live in Hogwarts. It'll be a little difficult, but yeah, I would take that chance.
I'd take that chance.
I want to go. It looked fun. I want to go off and start pranking people with my wand. It's magic.
Oh no. Don't give me a wand.
No, don't give Jane no wand.
Go ahead and give me a wand. Yeah, give me a wand this week.
I like Harry Potter. I know about the wands. I know about the different wood types, the different wood, different lengths, the different wood wand cores. I'm definitely into Harry Potter's.
Well, I
It's
never
one of
got
my
into any of
favorites.
that. I just kind of watched the movie.
I like the
Got into.
books.
I
There
can't give
was
you a
some.
breakdown of the wands. Can't do
When
that.
some characters died, I ended up crying because I found it like, why are y'all killing these characters off? But after a while, once it ended, I guess I could see why. You know they're making a Harry Potter TV show.
No, I didn't
It's
know
supposed
that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on HBO Max. I don't know how I feel about it because so many shows are going downhill, but I guess it can be good. I would check it out.
I don't have HBO.
Yeah, I don't either. I will find some sort of way to watch it.
Spaceman's Frozen.
Hold on, I'm looking up a movie.
Oh, okay. He's not frozen. Like you weren't moving a muscle. I didn't even see your eyes blink.
He's concentrating.
There's a movie I wanted to talk about. I saw, but I can't find it.
Have you ever seen The Office, the TV show?
No, I never
It's
watched that. Maybe I'm the
it's
only
it's
person
on
that.
Oh,
it's
there
on
it is.
Netflix. It's a comedy. Well, you can
I'm
add
looking
some sort
now,
of
right?
drama in there, but it's a comedy.
This Denzel Washington movie. It's called Deja Vu. Have you ever seen that?
Mhm. Yeah, I've seen almost all of his stuff.
That's a great movie. My mom, I never really watch movies my mom recommends, but she's like, I know you'll like this. And
My mother probably
she bought the
seen it.
DVD for me, and I was like, no shit, that is a good movie. I'm like, Mom, I didn't know you were into that.
Yeah, I like all his stuff, and I'm a huge fan of Liam Neeson. He's one of my favorites.
See, I don't think I've ever seen any of his movies.
What?
Maybe one. House is he on House on the Hill?
Liam Neeson? Oh, he was from Taken, Taken 2, and what?
No.
Oh my gosh, Liam Neeson is wonderful. He's very intense, really great actor.
I probably seen one of his movies, but I just can't think of them.
They're all good movies. Action, uh, just great. Anything he's in, I'll watch it. Like, yeah, any movie.
That's how I am with like Bruce Willis. I like his movies. I don't know. I don't keep up. See, I'm bad with keeping up with stuff like that with TV and stuff. I kind of like one of those people that live in the past. You know, I like hit the wall with new stuff, and I'm just like, God, I would just rather rewatch old shit or stuff I've never seen before. I don't know. I just for some reason, I don't know. That's just how I am.
Some
I'm
old
bored.
movies are really good.
I know we got to get Spaceman in the modern times now.
That movie California was good.
Uh,
You spell it with a K. It had Brad Pitt in it. That was a good movie.
Not all modern movies are good. Some of them are terrible. The writing is so bad.
Yeah.
The script is terrible. Is this movie? I think it's on Hulu. I forgot where it's at. Jane, I told you my mother is heavy into Black history. There's this movie called Emmett. It's based off Emmett Till. My mother was looking at the trailer with me, and she said, "Tasty, you want to watch this with me?" I'm like, "No," because the movie. First of all, I know about Emmett Till. I'm not about to sit here and watch this movie. I'm going to get mad, and then you're going to start crying. I'm going to start laughing at you when you start crying. A whole bunch of nonsense.
But it's interesting. I like listening to you guys talk about it. It gives me ideas. So I got to watch Shameless.
Oh,
I gotta
you do.
watch that. I got to watch.
I could picture Spaceman reaction to Shameless. It's a good show. It's just so much happening.
I am Shameless. Really.
Oh, you don't know Shameless until you see that show.
I'll have to look it up on YouTube. See if I can watch it.
It's bad. It's like our mature audiences,
Yeah,
shocking.
That doesn't bother me.
Oh,
You know, I didn't like Frank, but at the same time I did like Frank. It was a love and hate relationship with Frank. He was cool, but he had his
yeah.
problems.
Frank's a disgusting, nasty character, but he's one of the best actors there is. What's his real name? He was in Fargo.
That was a good movie.
What's his name?
Oh, the blonde guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
hair. That was
I'm drawing a blank.
He was the car dealer, right? He worked at a car dealership
I can't remember.
Fargo. Oh, wasn't it
I just knew it a few minutes ago.
James Casey or something like that?
William? Was it William?
William Casey? Yeah, it was something like that. He was in a lot of movies.
Yes, and he's so good in Shameless. Like
William James Macy.
William something. Yeah, Macy. Yeah. He was such a scumbag in that show, but he's like
Really?
so
shit.
talented. Like you hate him, but then you feel sorry for him, and then you hate him, and then it's like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, the whole thing. I was like, oh, he's so disgusting, and I was like, but he makes you laugh. He makes you freaking laugh, and then you want to kill him, and it's just like it jerks you around. You have
It'd be
every
funny if we
emotion.
It'd be funny if we could like all watch it together on a stream, and like talk about it and stuff. That would be fun.
Oh, that would not be allowed on YouTube. Yeah, not. It's shocking.
I think the Ann and Mickey story, it was okay, but I had my problems with it.
Oh yeah, that was messed up. That was wow.
It was
It's
okay.
all messed up. Really, the whole show is messed up, but good, entertaining.
One thing I did like was how the family, it's like they hated each other, but they all stood by each other all the time. That's what I
Oh
like.
no, they loved each other, but they,
Like you pick with one of us, you pick with all of us.
yeah, they. Well, I mean, like we're talking like Chicago, bad part of Chicago. Like you know what I mean? Like they did the best they could, but they lied, they stole, they cheated, they everything bad. But
But
you
the thing
you had to
is,
fall in love with them.
they did it so well though. Like when it comes to stealing, they were all planning out everything perfectly.
Oh yeah, I mean they were like streetwise, beyond streetwise, and it's so entertaining. I mean, we were just so addicted to that. Like I couldn't take my eyes off of it, and I'm like, why? This is nothing like me. There's the farthest thing from the people that we are. Like we know nothing about inner city people, and I was like fascinated by that show, and I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's
You
like,
want to know which character I
How many
really?
seasons are that? Shameless.
It's a whole
was there
bunch of seasons.
10, Tay? Was there 10 of that?
I don't know. I didn't watch all of it. I thought it was more than 10.
Oh, I watched them all, every single episode, at least once.
Oh, wow. I've got up until season 4, I think. Then I stopped watching it, and I just seen little clips of it on YouTube. Didn't Debbie get
Oh,
Yeah, Debbie got pregnant.
yeah, she had Franny. Her baby's name was
Why
Franny.
would she do that? You have a baby now, everybody gotta deal with it. I would have slapped her.
Well, because she's a slut. I mean, you know what I mean? She
Oh
got
my
pregnant because she was a
gosh.
little whore. They were shameless. They had, you know what I mean? That's how they lived. It was like, and it was funny. It was like, it was just entertaining. It's great. You really need to watch a couple episodes and then come back and report to us what you think of it.
One
Well,
character
if you don't see me for a couple months, you know what I'm doing.
One character I really, really disliked was the mother. Not Fiona. I really had like Fiona. Fiona reminds me of me. Frank's ex-wife. What was her name?
Monica.
Monica. I was so happy when Monica died. Oh my gosh. I didn't like Monica. Every time
Yeah,
every time she popped up on the screen, I got mad. Like, can I fast forward, please?
she was awful. She was awful, but I don't know. They all had their role. They all had their yeah, I mean, the writers for these shows, like I would love to be able to do that, like to be one of those writers. I look at the movies and the shows that way, like at the pure talent that they have,
Mm,
You got to look at that. And then the undertones, like what they're trying to express to people, like what are they saying? What are they actually saying more than just like what you're watching, but what's being said? And that's what I like. It's amazing when you think about what they're actually portraying. So I'm like, yes, I get it,
I I really had like Carl from Shameless. He was awesome. He was awesome at the beginning of the show, at the middle of the show, at the end of the show. Carl was always awesome.
Yeah, we gotta
I
get
mean,
Spaceman watching some of these things so that he can like, yeah, yeah, we have to do show reviews. These are some of the
So I
biggest.
can like participate in the conversation.
Yeah, these shows are super big. I mean, huge ratings on these, like Breaking Bad and Shameless, and just
yeah, I would recommend The Walking Dead, but I feel like Spaceman is going to get bored and irritated after a while. The
yeah. I
Walking
don't think
Dead,
that.
What's the first one I should start with first? Breaking
it
Bad or
really fell
Shameless?
off.
Shameless. I recommend Shameless because it's funny. You'll laugh and you'll be like, "Holy crap!" You know what I mean? When you're watching that, you'll be like, I think you'll find the sarcasm and the just the way they do the humor in that is like shocking freaking humor. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, but it's
I had like
funny.
I had like the black girl and
It
her
sounds like it's right up my alley.
the black girl and her husband, I think it was her husband, the guy who had owned the bar. I forgot what
Yeah.
their name was. Yeah, I forgot their
Uh,
names, but that couple.
V and Kevin, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, B and Kevin. They always had something nasty going on. I didn't want to watch that, but I really had like them.
Oh yeah, they're perverts. They love each other though. They're a black and white couple, and they love each other. And there's a reason for their characters, and they're amazing. They're amazing characters too. Like everyone has their place, and Kevin's funny as can be. And later on, Tay, if you quit watching it, later on, like he meets his family. That he finds out he was adopted, and his real family lives in Kentucky, and they're these rednecks. And he goes down to meet his redneck family, and it's
Oh,
funny as can be.
Oh my god.
It was amazing. I was like, no, they're not even gonna do this.
now
Like from me,
I gotta watch this.
you got just watch a few episodes. If you're not hooked, then it's not for you. But you'll probably be hooked right away.
Did
Should I
Frank
start
ever
like
get
the very first episode?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I think it took by the second episode, I was like, oh, keep playing that because I gotta know now. I gotta know what's gonna happen. Like, and Mike's like, I told you, and
Oh,
I'm like,
so
yeah.
he likes it. That's cool.
Oh, he
Oh,
loved it. He loved it. He turned it on and he was like instantly hooked. And I'm like, well, how many shows are you into? And it was like one day, and he doesn't really like TV. And he's like, I've watched like 7 episodes. I'm like, what? So I had to catch up.
yeah.
it's a bit it I didn't cry nothing, I didn't tear up, but I felt bad when I first started watching because when I first started watching it, I really liked Debbie because she was sweet, she was respectful, she had a big imagination. She reminded me of me in a way. She was very sweet,
She was a
when she
kid
started
then.
when she started growing
You
up,
guys
she
keep
just made
talking.
me
I'm gonna look at Shameless real quick here. Just keep
Okay,
talking.
yeah. Yeah,
when
look at
she
the
grew up.
trailer.
When she grew up, she just grew to be so big, but I guess it's the area she grew up in.
Now,
Like I
Spaceman,
grew
there's a Shameless that was like a foreign one, not that one. You want the American one with William Macy.
Okay. Gotcha.
Did Frank ever die? I thought Frank died at the end.
I'm not going to say because I don't want to ruin it for Spaceman to watch it or anything. But
I have to rewatch it if I ever do watch it.
I'd like to
You know,
get that box set. I'd like to buy all the seasons of that. I really would.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
It's so worth it. That would be one that I know we would play again and again and again.
I know my mother used to watch it, but she stopped watching. My mother be watching Grey's Anatomy. Um, she's watching a whole lot of old women shows.
I liked Grey's. Hey, I'm older than your mother.
I didn't mean
Seriously.
it like that.
Old women shows.
She was crying her butt off to that show. Oh my gosh.
The Greys.
Shameless
Yeah,
says season 12.
Wow.
yeah. 12 seasons.
It's not enough. It's not enough seasons. That's all I know.
You want more?
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to follow them forever. I was like, no, I got to know. I want more. I want more.
I always close my eyes at the nasty parts. I don't know why, but I do.
Oh, it's only $59 for the entire box set.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe I'll do that.
All right, I have to get ready to go. I enjoyed talking to you two.
Hey,
Okay,
thanks. For
Tay.
All right, much love. I'll see y'all later.
Okay,
Love you,
buddy.
Tay.
Take care.
Bye.
man.
Love you too.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
buddy.
You too. Oh, I keep on pressing the wrong button.
Walmart. $59 at Walmart.
See if there's like just one episode or a trailer somewhere and watch
Yeah,
that trailer.
there is, but yeah,
Yeah, because you might not like it, but if you like the trailer, then you'll love the show. Yeah.
I'll like it. I gotta fill my Zippo.
Be careful. Don't spill it.
I'm a professional.
We got nobody else that came in tonight. Where's our people?
They got busy.
Yeah, something. It's a Friday night. They're all doing something
Oh, it
social.
is Friday. Oh shit, you're right. It is. I'm looking for a cigarette. It's in my mouth. Yeah, I will watch. I'll watch some trailers and shit. I mean, I don't really want to blow it, but yeah, I'll check it out. I love William H. Macy though. He is awesome.
That's probably the best thing I've ever seen him in. He is unbelievably talented in this show. It's wow.
They classify it as a comedy, right?
Oh, it's a comedy. It is hilarious. It's hilarious in a shocking I don't know what kind of way. It's not like a comedy. It's not to make you laugh. It's serious. It's
Right. I understand. Yeah, it's like these
you know.
people's lives. You know, it's just like a documentary on these people's lives, and they're like, you know, they're not normal. It's not your normal grade of people, right?
It's a drama. It's for sure a drama with really great sarcasm and really good comedy, right?
Hi, Jody.
Jody, come up, Jody. Oh, she's probably working, huh? Are you working? Hello, sister Jody. I'm not just on voice tonight. I actually sitting in the dark.
Yeah, we're talking about they're trying to catch me up on what's entertaining these days because like I'm in the dark ages as far as TV and series and stuff like that.
Oh,
So.
she's working. I was telling him he should watch Shameless, Jody. Did you see Shameless?
Is it all the seasons on Netflix?
I don't know. I haven't watched it for a while. I'm not sure if it's on there.
She has not seen it. Nope.
Oh,
I have
my.
not seen it either. Nope.
Oh, Shameless is wonderful unless you want wholesome TV. It's not wholesome, but it's great. Not something to tell your mama you watch, but
Yeah. Shocking is good entertainment.
yeah, it's wonderful. Not something to let your children watch, that's for sure. But
right. Well, we're all adults here. Supernatural. Yeah, I think that's what Jane said.
Yeah, that's the one you were talking about. With the guys that were superheroes or something.
I don't know how to describe it, but they're just like they help people with like their superpowers or something. That's what I remember. Like they have this one kid. He had this like bad side to him or something, and the cops are trying to finger him for something he did, and he didn't really do it. And that's basically that's all I can remember. I have my memory. I think I'm getting Alzheimer's, so can't really think a lot. I
Yeah, it's
remember.
it's your CRS.
Hmm. Like I can remember like shit that happened 30 years ago, but it's always been that way for me though. You know, it's like I can remember in my mind a movie or a song or a book, but I just have a hard time putting it into words. You know, I just when I'm speaking up, you know, on the fly, you know, if I think about something, I could write, you know, something down and remember it that way. But for some reason, I'm not quick and witty like you, Jane. I can't like I can't think of things right off the top of my head. I always gotta like overthink.
I don't always think like that. Sometimes I just draw blanks.
Um,
Quite frequently I draw blanks.
yeah, like I can't remember lyrics to music. Like my wife, she knew the lyric to every freaking song. Like I'm like, how do you do that? She's like, my brain's a sponge. I just once I hear it, it's like it records it, and I can just pull it up like bang like that. I was like so impressed. I mean, like shit that I heard like 100 times. I can't remember like you know I can remember the chorus and the music, how the music goes, but she would know like all the like the lyrics from beginning to end. I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah, I could do that. Not so much now, but I could definitely do that when I was younger.
I don't know. A lot of times I can't understand what people are saying, you know, in the songs. It's like their voice is covered up by the music to me for some reason. Unless I'm reading like the lyrics, then I can
Right.
follow along. I can follow along that way, but I have a hard time trying to like decipher what they're saying in songs. That's just it's I've always had that issue. I don't know. I don't
Right,
know why.
Jody. I agree with Jody.
Yeah.
All those old songs I can remember. I can remember all that stuff now. I can remember where I was, what I was doing when I heard them for the first time, and
Me too. Me too. Music for me is like a photo album. It like brings back memories. I remember exactly where I heard a song. Like even like I heard a song the other day and I remember hearing it at the gas station when I was pumping gas. You know, I'm like, I remember hearing that at the gas station because the gas station plays music, you know, like I don't know if it's satellite music or XM, but they always have music playing down there.
yeah, I can remember them at the school dances, what songs were played, and what what people were out on the dance floor because not everyone danced. I can remember which couples were dating in junior high and who was dancing to. Oh my gosh, I can
Oh,
remember all
yeah,
that.
I remember stuff like that. Like imagery is good for me, but
Yeah, music is awesome. It is. It's like that's what I fall asleep to every night. I put one earbud in because I can't lay on my earbuds, so I only
right.
wear one, and then
Mhm.
fire up your YouTube on my phone and just play all kinds of music.
YouTube is so good for that. You know, it's like they have so much music. It's like everything is available to listen to. I mean, I don't care about the commercials. That's fine, but it's free, you know, and I like it.
Yeah, last night was Striper night for me. I was enjoying Striper.
Yeah, me too. Love Striper. I actually have a great I bought a greatest hits CD from Striper and it's really good. Every song on it's good. Because like back in the day when I listened to Striper, it was all cassettes. You know, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
me
still
too.
I still have tons of cassettes in my closet, like in cases and stuff. And
Oh wow.
I don't listen to them. I look at them once in a while, like brings back memories. And I have a tape deck downstairs, and but I just don't let you know. It's just I don't listen to it. I just don't. I don't know. I prefer vinyl and even CDs. I don't really listen to anymore, and I have shitloads of CDs. Oh my god, tons of CDs.
I don't have
It's
any of that stuff anymore. I got rid of everything when we moved so many times, you know. It's like,
yeah. My wife's like, or not my wife, my sister. I remember last time I talked to her, she's like, I got all these DVDs and CDs, and we don't listen to them. We're going to take them to the dump. I go, don't take those to the dump. Bring them here. If you don't want to bring them up here, then take them to the Salvation Army or something. Don't throw that shit in the garbage. That's crazy.
Yeah. Jody has a request for you.
Oh, you have a request. Okay. I love requests. Zebra, tell me what you want. Great song. Well, Jody, I hate to tell you this, but I don't think I have any Zebra. If I did, it was a long time ago.
I don't know Zebra.
Yeah, Zebra. They had a big hit. Tell me what you want.
Zebra?
Yeah, Zebra. Sorry, I don't have that. Maybe I'll have to buy it. I don't know.
I'm going to have to Google that one.
I worked with a guy that liked Zebra. He would play
What
that.
years?
They're like the 70s, I think.
Oh, I should know them. I love the 70s. Zebra? I might hear it and know it.
I know. It's like I got everything, but every once in a while somebody has some type of request, and it's like, God. I mean,
I'm gonna put it.
If you've seen my house, it's like, how could you not have Zebra? I have like records and like, those big, huge Tupperware bins.
Yeah.
The big ones. I have like 6 of those just full of records. Plus, I got all these shelves I built from like off Amazon, like 9 of those all filled with records. And I got like boxes downstairs. My mom's like, why don't you get rid of some of these? I'm like, I'm not getting rid of them, I was like, oh my God, what happens if I just croak tomorrow? What's going to happen? What's going to happen to all these records? I mean, should probably take them to Salvation Army. I'm like, oh my God, Mom. It's
Probably.
Like, it's a gold mine. You could make a shitload of money off these.
What's it called? What's the name of the song?
Tell me what you want.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
I should probably raise my homeowner's policy.
Probably. Yeah. In case you have a fire or something.
Right. I was thinking about that. Raise it up. I think it's for like $150,000 now, which is.
I walk through your home and take pictures of all those albums and stuff because that's what my mom had to do with all of the antiques.
Yeah. And these are like antiques, I mean, a lot of them are new, but I mean, when I buy stuff, I try to get like limited edition stuff. I look for like, serial numbers that, make it worth something, and shit. I mean, just the equipment I have in the house, like I got like two huge stereos downstairs that are worth a lot of money. I got one in my living room, got one here that I use for YouTube. Plus I got old shit stored away downstairs on the other side. And oh my God, I got like 10 turntables. I probably got $150,000 worth of shit just in records and equipment and, maybe not that much, but I definitely need to talk to my, State Farm insurance person, ask him, what I should do in case I did ever have a fire. Because
Jake.
I wouldn't be able to replace everything.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely get pictures and do that.
I mean, like, I've been collecting records since I was like a kid, like my uncle he was big into collecting records, and he would give me all the ones that he didn't like, And every time I went, he lived with my grandmother, and he would send me home with 10, 20 records like once a month, shit he would buy and not like, and he would give it to me. And my dad bought me I remember he bought me like one of those wooden console stereos. I don't know where he got it, but it was like one of those really nice wooden ones. I wish I still had it.
Oh yeah, the old 70s ones.
And I would sit there and I'd listen to like, I'm trying to think, like he gave me like Chicago records I would listen to, some disco. Remember the Spinners? You remember the Spinners at all?
From the 60s?
70s.
The Spinners?
Captain and Tennille. Yeah, I had that one. The Spinners.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love Captain and Tennille.
had that one. Um, Loggins and Messina.
Yeah, I love them.
Um, God, so many good ones. My dad be like, "Holy shit," because he's like, "Wow, these are some good records," And I remember when he first bought, he like went to like a real hi-fi shop and came home with like all this equipment, like big speakers and all the silver components, like a tape deck, an equalizer, a big like receiver, and like a really good Technics turntable, and I couldn't believe the sound coming out of that. I was like, oh, it was like I was in heaven when he played records. Like I remember when he bought Michael Jackson Off the Wall and he put that on there. Oh my God. I was like, this is like the most beautiful sound I've ever heard.
That song Muskrat Love she's talking about, I remember I had this little tiny record player. It was in the 70s. I lived in Virginia at the time.
Like a suitcase one?
Yes, and I had it on the little 45, and it was my little brother's favorite song. And during that time, like I had Neil Sedaka records on there that I played all the time, and also that song Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree, that was like real popular then. Oh man. And then we moved to Florida, I think that same year, and I just remember playing these songs in Florida. Like, oh, those are like my favorite times.
Jody says one of the best Van Halen albums was 5150, and I don't think people appreciate it as they should. Well, that was the very first album with Sammy Hagar after David Lee Roth left. So, and they had a whole different sound, and they record that in Eddie's home studio. So, and I wasn't really big on Sammy Hagar.
Hi, Chet.
Oh, Chet's in here.
How you doing, Chet?
But my favorite song off that album was Summer Nights. Summer nights with my radio. All we need is place to go. Something like that. It's been years. That came out. I was like 86. I was a huge Van Halen fan. And when I heard David Lee Roth left, I was like, I had tears. I was like, no, because they were like my favorite band, and then I don't know, but I bought 5150 and it was okay. I liked the album after that, OU 812. That was better than 5150, I think, but some people like Sammy Hagar, some people don't. It was okay. It was just a different Van Halen. It wasn't like what we were used to. Hey, chat, how you doing?
You tired, Chet? He always has a long day at work.
He's always eating something good too, like grilled vegetables and stuff. He's always got like
something healthy.
Yeah.
Jody doesn't get done until about midnight, right, Jody?
I'm trying to think what's another album? Yeah, 45s. You brought up 45s. Those are pretty cool. I used to have a bunch of those.
Right, Chet. We were talking about the U.S. version of that.
I remember I had like Hall & Oates 45, Private Eyes.
Yeah, Centerfold.
G. Giles. I had that one. I had Billy Joel. What was the big song he had there?
Still Rock and Roll.
Still rock and roll to me. I played the shit out of those. I love Billy Joel. I really didn't get into him to like my middle 20s, but I really appreciated him once I found like his old stuff from the 70s. It was really good, like Piano Man and
Oh yeah,
Turnstiles. That stuff was really good.
he's great. He was really great.
Yep. Was he married to like Christy Brinkley?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Poor guy. She left him. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine that. She was a cover girl, right? Cover girl.
Yeah,
Makeup.
remember she was in a Lampoon's Vacation. Remember?
Yeah.
She was a girl in the
The-
convertible.
The Ferrari. Yeah, she had a red Ferrari.
Yeah.
That was great. They went swimming at the hotel, and he jumped in, and the water was ice cold, and he screamed. And his wife came out and was like looking over the balcony into the pool. He's like, "Hey, honey, this is my new friend."
Yeah. I like it when he was watching her and he had they were at the picnic. They had the sandwiches and he was at the picnic table and he's like watching her and kissing the sandwich. And Aunt Edna said, or his wife said, the dog peed on the sandwiches on the picnic basket.
That was awesome. Yeah, yeah.
I love Chevy Chase.
Me too. Me too. Remember the barbecue at Cousin Eddie's house, and they passed that big jar of, it looked like Kool-Aid. He's like, "Is this homemade ketchup?" Cousin Eddie's like, "Nothing but the best."
When he stirred the Kool-Aid with his hand, remember? He mixed it with his hand and put it in the jar.
It was the niece. Wasn't the niece there? Or the daughter, the blonde daughter, Cousin Eddie's blonde daughter was stirring.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was this one or that one, the next one, but I remember he's like, "Yeah, we got it." I can't remember her name. We got her cured from the wild turkey.
Yeah. I love those movies.
Oh my God.
I say a lot of those phrases still. Like I'm like such a dork because they're still huge in my mind all the time when I see things and I still repeat them. Like from the 80s. Is that crazy? Like I cannot eat I cannot eat an Italian sausage or something like that now without like looking at it and going, I miss Jack from the European Vacation.
Yeah.
Because that's what she did every time they would eat a sausage when they were in Germany. She was like, I miss Jack. I'm always thinking of that. My mind's so warped. I'm like, oh no, I miss Jack.
Remember he knocks on the door looking for somebody. I can't remember. Me and my wife are looking for sex.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Chevy
Fun.
Chase.
Fun times.
Me and my dad watched that. We went to the movies to see the Christmas Vacation movie because my dad loved it. He was super into Chevy Chase, and we went and watched that. And I'll always remember it was so funny. Oh God, that is the greatest Christmas movie of all time. I don't care what anybody says.
That's my favorite.
That is your definite portrait of an American family at Christmas time. It really is. It's like, but kind of exaggerated. You know what I mean? It's just, it's just, it shows you how shit falls apart so fast when you're like trying to like have the perfect family Christmas. He's sitting up in the attic watching the old videos on the whatever the
old projector.
Yeah, the old projector, and he's like crying and shit. Then his wife or somebody pulls down the attic door, and he's like, boom.
Yeah, I like when he's at the office. Like I repeat this a lot too. Like he's at the office and they're leaving, and all the guys are leaving the boardroom, and he's like, how you doing? How you doing? And he's like, yeah, kiss my ass, kiss his ass, kiss her ass. Oh my God. And I think of that when I like see businessmen or something. I say this stuff to myself all the time. This is how I stay cheerful. Like I think of 80s like comedy phrases. I'm like,
Remember when he comes into the boss's office or the meeting room or something? He's got a gift. He's like, "What do you want, greaseball?"
yeah, yeah.
Greaseball.
And when they're out there, and he lights up the sewer, and Santa flies up in the air, and they start singing the Star Spangled Banner, and then then Grandma's like, "Play ball" at the very end. I'm like, oh no.
Grace, she's been dead for years.
I can't hear the Star Spangled Banner now without saying "play ball" every time. It's like, gosh, I'm in a perpetual Chevy Chase movie like for the rest of my life. What about the movie Airplane?
Oh, I love that. Love both
That's
of them.
Yeah, that's another one. I know every line from Airplane, like every single line.
Oh my God. I loved watching those on HBO as a kid. I'd watch it over
Okay,
and over.
Jody. Airplane was huge. You remember oh man. I just had a friend that we watched every Chevy Chase movie, every Airplane movie there was, and oh geez, and we knew every line from those movies.
Here's one. So Joey, you like movies about gladiators?
Yeah. Joey, you ever hang around a gymnasium? You ever see a grown man naked?
Don't call me Shirley.
Yeah. Is it serious? Surely it can't be serious. It is serious, and don't call me Shirley. What about the guy, like the flight control guy or whatever? And he's like, Johnny, what can you make of this? I can make a hat or a brooch or a pterodactyl.
It's funny like that. When it really starts getting serious, and the guy's driving the plane, he's having problems and shit, and you keep seeing the what do you call him, the manager or the guy in control. He keeps upping, he goes from coffee to booze.
Yeah.
He's doing heroin and shit.
Yeah, he's like, I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue, and then
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's great. I'm glad I gotta watch that again.
that's
Oh
a
my
great one. I have that movie, but oh man, it's the best. I don't watch enough comedies.
Yeah. Police Academy. I really wasn't into that.
Yeah.
It wasn't my thing. Another one people talk about all the time is Super Troopers. I tried watching that. I thought it was stupid.
I don't think I ever saw that. I don't remember that.
Um,
What about The Jerk?
Oh, this is going to go on for a long time now. You brought up the movie. This is a big one in my house. I'm not a bum. I'm a jerk.
What did he say in the very beginning? I was born a poor white. What does he say? I was born a poor black boy, or I was.
I was born a poor black child.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, I don't need anything. I don't need anything but this
I bet
lamp.
we could go through this whole movie. Yeah, I'll accept this. All I need is this thermos
And this chair. And this chair. I need this chair.
remote control. And that's all I need. He's right. Remember, he's writing out checks to give back to the people who are suing him. He's reading them to his wife in the other room, and she's crying. And he's like, to blah blah blah, $7.21.
I love Steve Martin. Way back from the King Tut days.
Yeah. King Tut. I had that record, Steve Martin Live. I had that. I still have the CD somewhere. Yeah, that's wicked funny.
He's great. Now we got to watch The Jerk.
Oh my God, The Jerk is so funny. What about his father's talking to him just before he's ready to go on his journey, and he's like, "That's shit, and this is Shinola."
Yeah.
See a doctor and get rid of it.
Yeah, my dad used to tell us that when he was little, or when we were little. My dad would say, he doesn't know shit from Shinola. And I'm like, what? I didn't know what that meant. I was like, what does that mean? And then
That's the first time I heard it, and I was like, oh, whatever. But then I started hearing it. Then his father gives him his Zippo for his birthday, and he gets a can of Tab and a tuna fish sandwich. Grandma, I got the beat. I got the rhythm, Grandma. Wakes
Yeah.
up in the house. He's got the radio going on in his bedroom. And he's so offbeat. He's like clapping his hand and like hitting his foot. He's like not in beat, but oh my God.
He's such a talented guy, wasn't he? He's just amazing.
Pizza on a cup. Oh my God. Oh, how about the girl with the he met in the where he worked for a circus or field days or something like that. Met
Yeah, his love interest. Yeah.
that girl with the motorcycle. She do stunts and stuff, and she takes him into his him into her trailer, and
Yeah.
he's like, I'm gonna find out how much you weigh, and she's like feeling him all up and stuff, and Steve goes, boy, you're really trying to be accurate. It's like a ride.
Oh, that was such a cute movie.
It was. What else was a good one he was in? Steve.
Oh wow.
God, I know there was some, but I know The Jerk was always the best one.
I can't think. I'm drawing a blank.
Let me think. Oh, shit. He had to system. He did some in like his later years, and I wasn't into them. Yeah, they're kind of, I don't know. But Popeye with Robin Williams, I like that movie.
I loved Popeye. I was obsessed with Popeye.
I actually had the soundtrack on vinyl still. All the music was done by Harry Nilsson. You know Harry Nilsson?
I have the DVD.
Yeah, me too. That's a good movie. It's got Shelley Duvall in it, and
Yep.
it was just a great movie.
She was so good in that, and he was so good in that.
Yeah, yeah. You ever see 1 Hour Photo?
I don't know.
That had Robin Williams in it. That was like a dark, weird type of movie.
Ouch! Stop that. Why's he got to scratch me like that? Digging the claws in me. Ow. I took a gummy earlier, so I'll probably be getting tired soon.
That's okay. That's okay. You just say the word.
Well, fourth of a gummy. So amazing looking people. Come on, Tay. It is. It's Littlefoot attacking me. Littlefoot's mean. Aren't you, boy? Ouch.
Marvin, you want to go out? Hold on one second. You want to go out, buddy? You want to go outside?
Say hi. Say hi. Look here. Look here. Say hi. You bad boy. No. No, you're not bad boy. No, you're not bad boy. No. You just have claws. If you just have claws.
God, now I'm trying to. Oh, Three Amigos. Wasn't Steve Martin in that?
Yeah, and Martin Short and who's the other dude?
Martin Short and
Uh-oh. Hold on, I'm in the dark.
that was an older one.
He's doing something. What are you doing?
The Jerk is definitely in my top 10 of all favorite movies or favorite comedies. Definitely.
Yeah.
That movie is just so hilarious. It never gets old. Remember, it's like at the he had tennis courts at his mansion, and he goes to the instead of like a water cooler, he had like a wine cooler, and he pulls out those little like wine glasses instead of a paper cup. You remember that part?
I don't know.
He had that Trans Am with the T tops. It was like yellow and brown, and he had that big feather in his hat.
I do remember that. Oh, look at my kitty. How cool is he?
Aww. Hi, kitty.
That's Littlefoot. He's just the coolest.
Aww.
I love you. He's fierce. He's fierce. He's a killer. He goes outside. He hunts everything.
Yeah. Are they all inside now?
Oh yeah, they can't be out past dark. I saw some kind of big animal in the field the other day, and it was like the size of a big dog, but it was
Right.
white and gray. And I'm like, what the heck? And I hurried up and grabbed the binoculars because I keep them by the back door, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like a gas pipeline, so it's always clear, and so we always have deer on it, and we always can see all kinds of animals. And I couldn't figure out what it was because that animal was moving so fast. So I don't know if it was a big coyote.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
what I was thinking. Coyote.
too big to be a bobcat, or else I would have thought it was a bobcat. But it freaked me out because the colors of it had to be some fierce looking coyote. You know what I mean? Almost wolf like.
Yeah, you said white and gray. That kind of sounds like a coyote.
Yeah, they say we have like a mixture of coyote and wolves. And
Yeah.
it was big. It was super big. So like the cats have to be in by night because that's when they all come out to hunt, and we can hear them like screaming. If we go out after dark, you can hear them screaming and making their crazy noises. They're
Yeah.
just make the hair stand up on the back of your neck.
Yeah, we hear those once in a while. It's like really creepy.
Yeah, they are. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Stop. Yeah. They're creepy critters, but I would have loved to have seen this thing closer because it had to be beautiful from the colors I saw. And then Mike said yesterday he saw something in a separate field. He's like, I saw something white and gray like that. And I'm like, well, that was in the field where the cows are. And I'm like, whoa, because there were fresh, there were new calves in that field. And I'm like, well, probably have to ask his sister if she lost any calves because that thing was big enough from what I saw to take some calves down.
Do your cats like they just come home by themselves basically at night? They don't
Yeah. Well, we call them and they'll come when we call. Like most of them know to come in, but a couple of them within the past 6 months have started gone out and they love it now. So like one didn't come home tonight when she should have. And that worries me because after dark, game on for predators, right? And
Yeah.
bobcats, one of their favorite meals is domestic cats. So we have a bobcat and we have, the coyotes. They love the cats too. So, and
Right.
the cat that stays out, she doesn't understand that. Like she was always an indoor cat. So, but we
Right.
just, we go out and we call and we call and call, and then they'll eventually come. They'll come from like the neighbors or down in the woods. And I'm just like, oh, every night I worry, but
We've been having some strays coming around our backyard. I don't think they're strays. I think somebody owns the cats, but they were just like in the backyard, just kind of like sniffing around, And Marvin saw them. He just looked at them. He wasn't even interested, Like 10 years ago, he would have been out there chasing them, but now he just doesn't care, He just looks at it. It's like, yeah, whatever.
good, Chet. I'm glad you're doing good. I guess I'm doing all right. I'm going to have to get off soon because I'm in pain and I need to lay down.
Do you have to hold your phone, or is it on a tripod?
I have like a selfie stick here, but
That's got to be annoying to keep
Yeah.
holding,
yeah, it's not bad because like right now it's just laying on my leg and I don't really have to.
Right.
It's not a big deal, but like I can't sit up like this without supporting my neck at this point. Like they'll probably
Right.
give me a brace because it's at the point now where like I feel like I can't even hold my head up. It just hurts so bad. So I'm not
Maybe
sure what they're gonna.
Yeah, it's been a long day for you. Maybe you should just go to bed. I mean, I know you didn't sleep a lot, so
1 hour. I'm
don't
still going.
I don't know how you do it.
Not bad for an old lady, isn't it? I'm still
Pretty damn
surviving
good.
on 1 hour.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably lay down. I think Mike's getting ready to come to bed and we'll just go
All
to
right.
sleep.
That's fine.
Start a fresh day tomorrow. And
Yeah. Get some sleep. It'll do you good.
yeah, I'm hoping. We'll see how that goes.
You should sleep good tonight, though. As soon as that gummy kicks in, I mean, being up all day and everything, you should, out like a light.
Those take 3 hours to kick in for me. No lie.
Have you ever tried any? Have you like ever taken a whole one before?
Oh my gosh, no, because I decided to take a half of one time and I thought I was going to die.
No kidding.
Oh man, my heart was like racing and
Oh, I hate that. I hate
I
that.
laid down and I pretty sure I stopped breathing at times and I was like, "Oh, I'm a lightweight. I cannot handle any kind of medication. I can't handle these gummies." So I take a fourth of a gummy is all I can handle.
No, that's good. You know that. So
Yeah, and it's just for help for pain control, but like this next stuff, nothing, not one thing helps the pain. It'll just take a little bit of edge off, and I'm hoping it's enough to like put me out. That's it. Let me
Yeah.
sleep.
that's good. Yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'll be
I don't
happy.
like that anxiety and heart racing shit. I don't like that at all.
No, I don't like the feeling of being drugged on anything. Like I wouldn't like the feeling of being drunk. I don't like the feeling of, having any kind of high. I don't like any of that. Like when you come out of surgery and you're still got I don't like that. I don't like any kind of loss of control. I don't like any of that. That freaks me out. Like I would never be an addict in that way. There's certain things just it would not happen. I don't like that feeling.
Right. Yeah. That's why I don't if I smoke a lot or take too much of a gummy, it's like there's no turning back. It's like you just gotta ride it out and it's no fun. I don't like that.
No, it's scary. That scared me a lot. And I was like, because I would ask other people, I'm like, are they supposed to do that? And they're like, yeah, it's okay. You'll be fine. I'm like, no, I don't feel fine. I don't feel like this is fine.
That's not fun. I mean, what's the sense of that? I mean,
yeah, I didn't get it. I'm like, I don't understand what like drug addicts get. Like, why is this fun? Why is it fun to feel not in your right mind? Like, it's not fun.
I think they build such a tolerance, that
It's not clarity.
They're just used to it. No, it's not clarity.
I mean, I trust my mind more than that. Wait, Chet.
There's Marvin.
Chet didn't eat healthy, spaceman. This is the first time I've seen that he did not eat healthy. Oh, that sounds good though. Cheese pizza with hot sauce. Yeah, I'm there. I'm living for that. No mushrooms, Chet? I'd want mushrooms on that.
Oh yeah, mushrooms. Love mushrooms.
Yeah, sometimes I used to when I was on that low carb diet because I couldn't have the pizza crust. I would just go buy the big portobello mushrooms and make my pizza. That was my pizza crust, and then I'd put the cheese and stuff on it. Oh, it was the best.
Yeah.
I'm going back on that tomorrow.
That'd be cool. I'd like to try that sometime.
So good. Maybe I'll make that tomorrow for dinner. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll have a portobello mushroom pizza tomorrow.
Mushrooms already built in. You don't even have to put the mushroom inside. The mushroom is the crust. Do they get do they get like crunchy, or they're just?
No, they actually get watery. They don't get crunchy at all. It's just you're just having a mushroom with pizza topping on it.
I know what mushrooms you're talking about. They're like 6 inches.
Yeah, the ones I get aren't that big, but yeah, you have to like take the gills out of them with a spoon, and then.
Oh, gotcha.
They're great in the. If you do that, and then put a tiny bit of sauce, and then I would just do cheese usually because I'm not a big fan of pepperoni unless it's turkey pepperoni, and then in the air fryer, oh, that comes out amazing. But
yeah,
I might have that tomorrow.
Yeah. take a picture of it.
Yeah, I can't send you pictures anyhow. Anyway.
You can on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Twitter. I don't know how to do Twitter yet. I just go on there to read stuff.
Right. We'll have to figure something out. But yeah. So
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off here and go brush my teeth and lay down. So
all right. All right.
night.
Hey, you have a good night. Thanks for coming up. You know.
Okay.
I
Okay, bye,
appreciate it.
brother. Bye, everybody in chat.
Adios. Goodbye, Sister Jane. Bye, chat. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good night. Take care of
Night.
yourselves. Peace.
See you guys soon, probably tomorrow or whenever.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
have a good weekend.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.
Bye.